My name is Tanya. For this week's assignment, I have chosen a speech about the road to success, an inspirational and motivating speech given by Steve Jobs at the 2005 Stanford University commencement address. The speech is a little lengthy, so I condensed it but providing a link in case you'd like to review it later. As Steve Jobs stood by the podium, he looked out at the college graduates and with a little humor said this is the closest he's ever been to a college graduation. And then further said that he was going to tell 3 stories about his life. The first story was about connecting the dots. Steve Jobs went to college but quit within the first 6 months. Why? He said it started before he was born. Then he further explained that his biological mother was single, going to college at the time, decided and put him up for adoption under one condition, that he went to college. Well, she was hesitant signing the papers because she noticed later that the father didn't finish high school and the adopted mother didn't graduate from college. But they had promised that they would make sure that he furthered his education. Off to college. 17 years later, yes, at college, but he quit within the first 6 months. We still ask why. Well, he said college had no value, and plus it was quite expensive, and his parents spent every working dime that they made sending him to college, and plus he had no idea what he was going to do with his life, what his career was going to be. So he quit. But he figured, why not take classes that I find interesting, that interest me? So he did. Calligraphy. Yes, I guess the college that he took calligraphy at was exceptional. One of the best. Well, 10 years later, he was the first person to create the Macintosh computer. And typography. Yes. So he reflected back that if it wasn't for him quitting college and taking the class that interested me, we today would probably not see the nice font, the different type of fonts within our computers today. So thank you on that. Then he continued on saying that it's hard to connect and see your future at that time, but when you look back at your future, you can connect the dots, as he did when it comes to his career, his success with doing the computers, and the class that he took. He also says that you cannot just quit and you need to go with your gut instinct. You need to go with your destiny. And that's what he did. He went with his destiny and his gut instinct and quit college and took calligraphy. The second story he talked about was love and loss. Now, he went in a little detailed about his life with Apple. And at 20 years old, him and his best friend created Apple in the garage of his parents' house. Great success at the age of 30, was going great, but then him and his best friend slash partner could not see eye to eye. They had indifferences, just clashed on everything. So yes, he got fired from a job or business that he had created. It destroyed him. He was devastated. He lost everything that he worked hard for and that he loved, his destiny. But he wasn't going to go quit. He didn't give up. He figured that was his love and that he can pick it back up and continue on, which he did. He created Pixar and Next, which is now owned and operated by Apple, who he works for again, or did. The whole point that he's trying to get out with that story was great work is done by what you love. Don't settle. You will know when you find your destiny because you're in love with it. You can tell. So don't stop. Keep looking for it. You'll know. His third story is about a quote that he had read. If you live each day as if it was your last, someday you will most certainly be right. Steve said that he would look in the mirror every day or every morning and ask himself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I am about to do today? And if the answer is no for too many days, then there's got to be some changes. Something's wrong. Death is very likely the single best invention of life. If it is life's changing agent, it clears out the old and makes way for the new. And then he looked over at the college graduates and says, right now, you're the new. He continued on by saying that your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life, which is very true. Live your life. Success is taking something you believe and making it work. Now, I chose this speech because of it being an inspirational and motivation. As Steve Jobs delivered this speech to the college graduates, they were about to face the world and challenges in themselves. They're going to find their destiny. And as some of us are beginning college, ending college, starting a new job, retiring, we just need to remember that no matter how old or young we are, be inspired, inspire yourself, and believe in yourself and live. And that's a brief cap of his speech that I hope you enjoy, and thank you.